Okay, after losing two of my Wave Serpents last turn, so my firepower has actually decreased quite a bit. But my Wraithguard have disembarked and are beginning to begin their relentless advance towards the Tau line. My Wind Riders have moved up and have parked onto the Relic and have secured the objective. And the other units have moved around a little bit, so the Wraithknight has jumped over the Fire Warriors and is gunning to come up that flank with the Wave Serpent with another Wraithguard unit, my remaining one following up behind them.
Alright, so in turn 3, the Eldar continue to shoot. This time the Wraithguard that now have to disembark from their destroyed Wave Serpent. Spectre aims, decides to try to go for the more dangerous Fire Warriors and ignore the drones. So those 4 hit. That's what was in range for those guys there. Not all of them were in range. And he gets 4 wounds. But the drones are providing some cover. So 3 of the 4 are slain. So now the Wind Riders. So he's going for the smaller Fire Warrior squad. So 5 of the 6 have hit. And now the Shuriken catapult he's going to fire. He's double checking, realizes that 1 now is out of range. So he just gets 1. But they are twin linked. And that will be hit. So again, the twin linking on some of the Eldar vehicles or bikes with the new Ballistic Skill 4 really helping them out. So gets a rending wound there. The other one doesn't. And this is the Shuriken cannon. Gets another rend. Send 3 regular saves. Fire Warriors will get their saves at armor value 4. But 2 will be killed because of the AP rending. And Bill survives. Makes those saves. So, not much damage to the Fire Warriors. So, the Wraithguard with the D-Scythe, they're going to try to clean their Fire Warriors are hiding in the woods, see what's in range. So he's got about 4 covered through the ranging of placing the template. But if you remember now with the FAQ that was released, only those 4 are eligible. Even though it's yielding like 9 hits of coverage from the Wraithguard there. So looking for 3s. And he just gets those 4. So there's no lost wounds. He gets just exactly what he needed. And that only leaves 2 of the Fire Warriors remaining. Now, I found this interesting. The capacity of the fire prism to do damage to the lighter infantry. Spectre aims opts to try to dislodge the supporting fire that the Taus develop on that ridge. So he gets the coverage, but with the armor value 2 of the broadsides, he gets 4. There are 4 armor. 4 saves on the drones. He gets some, but doesn't end up wounding a lot. So this is where it comes in. So that ends up 1 wound from the fire prism. So That's the only real damage he does there. But the Riptide is protecting from that angle against the Fire Prism, and he'll make a save. So instead of going after the Fire Warriors, he basically tries that and gets nothing for his efforts. Now the last remaining Wave Serpent on the flank is opting to continue to put shots on the broadside team on the hill. Spectre aims, seeing what they did for damage last time, I think he's really going against it. And the shield, he's gonna fire the new shield. He got 6 hits, rolling a 5 plus 1. So he's gonna roll the scatter laser first, because if it hits, it causes the wave shield to be twin linked. So you can see one of them was a 1, but he gets to reroll now because of the Shrieking Catapult rule on vehicles from the new Eldar. So you can see right now it's 10 hits. And the underbelly weapon now will be snap firing. So the Shuriken Cannon, there's misses. And he tries because of the twin linking rule, and that doesn't do anything. So he gets the 10. But that's where that the new wave shield is kind of deadly. You can see how many more extra hits it got really put on. So the high strength of these weaponry means that he only needs 2 as a wound. So quite a bit, 10 wounds, but we'll see exactly how much they can weather off. So the drones will start taking most of the wounds. So these are the drones. 1 will die. And another drone will die. So now broadside is the closest model. And only on the last roll is the broadside wounded. So that 2 armor, he shrugs off all the extra wounds, and 2 of the drones were casualties as well. And now the Wraithknight decides that he's going to finish off the last crisis suit. Spectre was contemplating his targets. I think he was tempting about the Riptide, but instead opts for that crisis suit. So he hits twice. And he gets the wound. So the only thing that Bill can do with him is go to ground. He fails. And it is twice his toughness value, so instant death to the sergeant.
All right, so movement phase, turn 3, not a whole lot going on. The Riptide successfully activated his reactor, and he is going to double fire his fusion blasters, and he has moved up. The broadsides, the commander has chosen Monster Hunter, and he's moved up, so the broadsides and the commander are going to try to put some hurt on the Wraithknight over here. The Sky Ray has taken a pivot, but not a move, because he's probably going to try to light up the jet bikes. And the Fire Warriors have nominally repositioned themselves so that the important guys die last, and the Ethereal has joined the stronger squad, and they're still going with the double fire at rapid fire range. So we will see how the shooting goes this round.
Alright, bottom of turn 3, the Tau need to retaliate. Bill has brought the Sky Ray up, as he said before. He's going to try to cause some damage. Fires the marker lights. That shows the miss. It kind of would have helped the Sky Ray. Pretty much key, could have been helping really reduce those cover saves or negate them. So he fires the missiles. He drill has in with the ballistic skill 4 and hits 4 times, firing the full payload at him. And now with strength 8, he's going to roll the wound. He gets 3 of them. So not many of the Wind Riders there, so see exactly how that affects what they're able to do to hold on to the relic. Spectre aims. He's grabbing and preparing his dice to do so, but the Jink cover only gets 1 of them. So not the type of effect that Bill was looking for, but one of the cannons was killed. So again, a little bit less of the Eldar firepower will be able to return. Now, this is a great combination that Bill has put together. The broadside, as you saw, we talked about earlier, how Spectre Ames has been concentrating on him. The broadsides are now firing into the Wraithknight. The commander has chosen the special ability Monster Hunter. So if he can put a lot of hits on, he's got a high chance of causing a lot of wounds. You can see the drones have now wounded as well, has hit as well. All 3 of the broadsides have hit. Commander has a plasma gun, and he hits. So there's a lot of hits going on the Wraithknight. So he's now rolling a wound. He gets 1 wound there, but with Monster Hunter he gets another one. So he's got a 2nd wound. And now the drones are going to be rolling to wound as well. And he gets 2 more. Now the broadsides are going to go right through the armor of the Wraithknight. The other 2 will give a chance. The commander's weapon does not wound, but with strength 6, so it was going to be pretty tough to do so. Spectre Ames makes the 2 armor save that he can do, but the 2 other weapons go right through. So he's now gotten more wounds on the Wraithknight, but it's got a hefty 6 wounds total, so he can take some damage. And now the Riptide is going to see if he can do the coup de grace, finish him off. They're facing off, which we were looking for him to get close one-on-one action. But his ballistic skill is 3, so he misses a good majority of them. And he will get 2 wounds. So close. The Wraithknight is now down to its last single wound. Now, Bill is going to let the Wraithknight go, because kind of like for entertainment purposes, as he called it, the rule of cool. Not going to try to drop it with a meaningless little fire warrior, but fire warriors do have problems in the Wraith Guard, so they've been firing over there. However, they make their save. And now the other fire warriors are going to see if they can continue to get those Wind Riders to kill them off, so they'll drop the relic. It's a pretty big objective swing at this state. So the Ethereal has done his extra firing. So they're getting another shot upon their rapid fire shot. So even a small unit, as you saw right there, is laying down a lot of dice. And with strength 5, it's the factor in if you can hit, there's a lot of chances for wounding. So, however, the Wind Riders, it doesn't go through their armor, so they're going to have their normal save. And, ooh, look pretty bad. But the Eldar have not lost their ability with Fortune. And Spectre Ames was able to get that off in his movement phase, so he gets to roll again. And they shrug off every single one of those blows. So, very impressive. And still showing some of the Eldar shenanigans that have still remained from one codex to another. So the rest of the Fire Warriors, this is the Pathfinders. They're going to try to continue to help. And he marker lights the Wraith Guard here. I think he might have went for the Wind Riders, but he's realizing with the Fortune, the percentages are not going to help him much. So those guys, those Wraith Guard are moving up. They will be causing more problems to the line because they are again toughness 6. So a little bit more difficult to deal with than the former Striking Scorpions that he removed. So he's upping the Ballistic skill to Ballistic skill 6. So these are all hitting on 2s, and he does not roll a single 1. So again, Bill is showing some classic Tau tactics on the ability to do some wounding, but now he needs 5s to wound, and this is where the dice don't favor him as well, but again, there's still quite a bit because of the earlier facade of weaponry that he fired on. So Spectre aims now must make some saves at a 3+ armor, and it is effective. Again, another poor rolling, so 4 of those Wraithguard are dead. So that really leaves only 2 remaining. But they are fearless, so they won't be taking any casualties, taking any morales. So these are the drones. They're gonna try to, just continue to shoot. There's my well. Now it's only 2 left. His weaponry is twin linked, so these are 2 hits. Again, he needs 5s and doesn't do anything there.